Or jail. Give them like 5 years jail. Basket.
Just say.
Alright guys, imagine this. You're on a foreign land and the police stops you and asks you for kopi money. What would you do?
I will give. But make sure it's kopi money lah. Make sure it's like close to
cafe money
That's like
Let's say it's about 100 Sing.
Actually, can be huge.
But he's pinning you on something that you can potentially pay a fine for 1,000 Sing. Let's say
if that's the ratio, right? Wow, I'll try to nego. 100 Sing really a lot.
Okay, 90.
There you go.
Easy nego.
Easy nego.
For me, I will do it lah.
You paid 100 Sing.
Yeah, because I'm not familiarized with the place ma. So like you are in a foreign place, right? You might be dangerous for you also. So to protect my own safety, right, I will pay for it lah.
And this is why all this type of thing happen, because they know that you have this fear that you're in a foreign land. You don't know how the law system works. You don't know what if anything that can impede you and whatnot, right? With that fear, you will just give the money. And I feel like no choice or have to give one.
I think I'll do the same lah. I'll give, but I will try to nego a little bit. But one thing for me, right, because if I go overseas, I usually park my money different places. So I would like try to nego lah. Say, hey, I really only left with this amount. Like, can you all just lower the value now? Because I also scared something bad happens.
Okay, so you all will all take the safe route lah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pay a bit of money and then get out of the situation. Okay, the reason why I ask you all this is because something very similar happened to a Singaporean family. Recently, a Singaporean family of 6 drove into JB. So when you're driving into JB, right, you want to stamp your passport. They have their customs. They have a few booths a few toll stations where you can go, and then the officer there will take your passport, see everything's okay, stamp, that you pass through. So what happened to this family was they went to one of those lanes, and usually when the lane is open, you'll see a green arrow on top. The lane is closed, you'll see a red cross. This lane was closed, but an officer guided them towards the lane. So he removed the safety cone and said, come this way. So the family, okay, go.
Shortcut lah, like fast route lah.
So you thought, okay, maybe they are opening the lane for me, right? So it happens sometimes. Sometimes they open the lane and then if you are behind, you can suddenly just cut.
Nice one.
Exactly. So the family thought, okay, maybe we just go this way lah. They went there, they realized nobody was manning the station. So they thought, okay, maybe it's a different system. 2 years never go into JB, they don't know if the system changed. So they tapped their touch and go, barrier open up, they went through. Expecting to later on meet one officer who stamp the passport lah. Later on, there was a vehicle check. So the family got out of the car and the woman asked the officer, hey, how come just now there was no passport stamping? So the officer said, you never stamp your passport? Never mind, follow me. Take all your passport, follow me. So the woman, okay lah, maybe he's going to help me chop now lah. Brought her to the office and say, what you have committed is a crime. The fine is 10,000 ringgit.
What the
3K
basket?
10,000 ringgit. I'm going to detain you and fine you. If you don't want, never mind, I can help you. One adult, 100 ringgit. Kopi money.
Wait, as in the one adult 100 ringgit is the price, the exact price that they give
Take have you take
No, take lah. I mean, like you got no choice to take, or you take this matter in your own hand lah and report it upwards. But because you got your kids, right? It's a family, right?
Yeah, so the kids were with her parents were with her also. So the easy way out, the safe way out, just pay. So she negotiated lah. Technically, it should be 4 adults, so 400. She negotiated, managed to bring it to 200. So 200 ringgit. So she thought, okay, never mind. I'm just going to settle this. Later, I see how I'm going to report the matter. So the guy said, okay, put inside your passport, pass to us. So that's what she did. And then she took note of his name and stuff. Super dirty.
I feel it's like, eating humble pie. Like, you never even do anything wrong. You are directed to the path, supposedly path. But then now you are like, have to pay for nothing. Oh.
It's all just a setup lah from the start. Because the thing is, when you're there, and let's just say the officer asks you to move, you don't move, people will be questioning you, why you don't move, officer really asked you to move. and you got only one decision.
And they are the
that decision is
authorities and you don't listen to
Yeah,
them, you listen to who?
exactly.
That's why.
Yeah.
And one thing, right, that is good about the person, right, the victim, right, is that they question why isn't it chopped? Imagine, right, their scam, right, is like, they do a vehicle check, right, they check, your passport not chopped, then lagi worse, I feel. Yeah.
You know, actually before this news, right, my friend's friend also kena the
The
exact
same scam.
Yeah, the same scam because right, she's a Malaysian. Then she say her friend went back home lah. So by vehicle, by car. Then she told me that the exact same thing that happened. Then I also asked her. I say, you know, like there are some questions like you don't ask how come all this. They say, oh, just follow what the authorities say. Then in the end they kena all this.
And the thing is, even if you ask, they will just give you some bullshit excuse that you also it's just now good. Now that I have this information, but I still have to follow.
So that's why they always say you must check your passport whether you got chopped or not. Yeah, it means that you go inside without any
But they also
entry.
direct you
Wow,
to somewhere.
dirty. This
So they
one.
guided you
Yeah.
to commit the crime.
This one really no choice but to really just pay one. I mean, unless you want to spend half a day there to go and argue with the authority and whatnot.
Sort things out.
So that's what she did lah. She paid 200 ringgit, which is reasonable lah.
Okay lah.
Given the situation you're in, she negotiated 200 ringgit, and then she reported it to Xinmin Daily News, the Chinese newspaper. They reported that similar incident has also happened. So you are right. These people are facing this, and that's one reason why I thought we should raise this up because people are going to JB now. Maybe there's a chance they might play this time. Yeah. So what happened was the chief minister of Johor, on Hafiz, he heard about this incident. So he said, okay, I take this very seriously. We are going to investigate the matter, and if the newspaper, Xinmin, can do some investigation also help us. We want to crack this down.
Of course I believe you, Chief.
So I want to ask you guys this question. Imagine you are the chief minister of Johor. Okay, you just got to know that some of your underlings are committing this. On the regular, some happen to a few people. What would you do?
I think I would send a experienced team, a proper team to go and research into this and investigate into this extensively.
So assume your investigative team went in to crack down. They realized this happened on 5, 6, 7 occasions. What would you do?
Oh, jail. Give them like 5 years jail. Basket. They got caning or not? Cane. All cane. Basket.
Sure, he cannot be the prime minister.
They got hanging or not? Don't have. Hang. All hang. Basket. Dirty fuckers.
I believe they got stoning also.
Stone. All kind of stoning. All the possible punishment. All give them.
For me, it's a bit bad to say, let's say the chief of the immigration, right, is also corrupted Okay, but let's just say if it's me, I take kopi money from them.
I know lah, 200 ringgit. Yeah.
For me, right, I will go with, because I want things to be right. I don't want it to be corrupted. So what I will do, right, is because I need to salvage my relationship with Singapore. So I will put a press release like to address this properly and in a sense like apologize to the locals. Yeah, and then after that I will take actions to salvage this.
So what kind of action will you take on these fellas?
I will implement
Stone.